Assalamu alaikum. Hello everybody. How are you today? I hope all of you are fine. I'm also fine. At the very beginning, I want to give you a message about coronavirus. Are you upset about coronavirus? Look at the board and follow these steps. Stay at home. Wash your hands with soap. Drink hot water. Eat vitamin C. My dear students, before going to today's lesson, let's look at the previous class. Could you remember? It was about Mita's activity. So now, look at the screen. Dear students, this is Mita. Now we're going to read the passage. Mita is in class 4. She gets up at 6 o'clock. She washes her face. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Then she brushes her teeth. She goes to school at 9 o'clock. She walks to her school. She visits her grandmother at 3 o'clock. Then Mita returns home at 5 o'clock. Now, I am going to ask you some questions about Mita's day. Dear students, listen carefully and open your notebook to write down your answers. Look at the questions. When does Mita get up? What time does she go to school? When does she return home? Look at the board and check your answers. First one is Mita gets up at 6 o'clock. Mita goes to school at 9 o'clock and Mita returns home at 5 o'clock. Oh, well done. Most of you were correct. Let's begin today's class. First, I am going to ask you some basic questions. What is your name? When do you get up? What time do you go to bed? So, dear students, can you guess what can be today's class? Yes, you are right. Today, our lesson is My Day. You will get this lesson at page 29 in your English for Today book. My dear students, we know the words what, when, and what time. What? What এর বাংলা হলো কি? Let's see an example. What is your name? Next, when? When এর বাংলা হলো কখন? See the examples. When do you get up? Next, what time? What time এর বাংলা হলো কখন? See the example. What time do you go to school? Dear students, here you notice that when and what time used for the same meaning. Now your turn. Write down the name of the WH words. You have 1 minute for this work. at page number 29. Look at the page. There are some questions about yourself. First, read all the questions. Let's have a look. You read the questions along with me. Number 1, what time do you get up? Number 2, do you have breakfast? Number 3, what time do you go to school? Number 4, when do you return home? Number 5, what time do you go to bed? Now, I am going to make simple answers for you. You must write down them in your exercise book. So look at the screen. First one is, I get up at 6 a.m. I have breakfast at 7 a.m. I go to school at 9 a.m. I return home at 5 p.m. I go to bed at 10 p.m. Dear students, look at the screen. You see all the simple answers. Here, we use AM and PM for the time. Do you know when we use AM and PM when you talk about time? AM from midnight 12 to before noon 11:59 we use AM, and PM from afternoon 12 to midnight 11:59 we use PM. Let's see the example. My dear students, you see the two pictures here. The first one is the picture is about good morning, and the second one is the clock. What is the time? It's 8 o'clock. Another way we can say it's 8 a.m. First one is good afternoon, and the second one is a watch. So what is the time here? It's 4 o'clock. Another way we say it's 4 p.m. Dear students, let's talk about today's lesson in a short. Firstly, we have learned the words what, when, and what time, besides how to use them in a sentence. Secondly, we got to know the uses of AM and PM when you talk about time. Last of all, we have learned how to answer the questions by making what, when, and what time. This is a homework for you. Write down 5 activities that you do in a day using AM and PM. When you finish your homework, you must show your parents or guardian. When your school will open, your school teacher will check it. So my dear students, we are almost at the end of the topic. Before going to end, there is a message for your parents. Let's have a look on the screen. Engage your children into study. Help them to understand the topic. Check their homeworks. Before eating anything, make sure they wash their hands with soap. Don't let them go outside. Keep your children clean. And finally, stay at home. প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থী বন্ধুরা, তোমরা বাকি ক্লাসগুলো দেখবে এবং তোমার বন্ধুদের দেখতে বলবে। That's all for today. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you everybody. Bye bye.